Dudes and Friends podcast, episode 13. We're officially a teenager. It is that dude, Ruben, and I'm joined with, as always, Mr. Brandon. What's good, dude?
What's going on? What's going on? Ready for another good pod? We got some good topics today.
We got
Got some
some
good
good
ones.
topics, man. We got some good topics. Episode 13. Like, follow, subscribe, Instagram, TikTok. Check us out, YouTube. Get at us. Man, all right. Well, let's jump into it because we do got some good topics, man. One of them, we got some fun ones. We got some deep ones. We got some deep ones, man, and let's jump into it. So, in the NBA world, NBA point guard Jaden Ivey was recently released by the Chicago Bulls. He went on a tangent on Instagram Live, unprompted. I'm paraphrasing. I know you kind of know a little bit more about it. He kind of went in on the gay community as well as the Catholic community and some other NBA players. It was all through his religious beliefs. And so, yeah, man, I mean, tell me what's your take on it? What was all said and what happens?
I believe the NBA was having like Pride Month, or they were celebrating Pride Month. He apparently had an issue with that. Um, Went on live, yeah, and like kind of like you were saying, I think he had mentioned, or I do know he had mentioned that they're celebrating unrighteousness. So basically took a blatant shot, like you said, on Instagram Live, tons of followers, and employee of the NBA. I think definitely something that, you're representing your team at all times. So you probably shouldn't say that. I think like at work, at a regular workplace, any company, if you're talking like that blatantly, if you're seen in company apparel outside, um, maybe you work at a new company or a company that's well known, not new, company that's well known. Somebody can call someone and report that. So I mean, and if like HR, bottom line, if HR knows you're talking like that, you're probably going to get fired, just like he got released. I think it's very common if someone's talking like that. I think yeah, I was surprised when I saw it, to be honest with you. I didn't know if it was real. I was like, what? I was like, was there really like an NBA player just blatantly talking like that for real? Because it's just kind of out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's kind of unnecessary. It's just, I don't know. It's just like, dude, just if you don't agree with it, that's cool. But I don't think you have to go at, others or anything like that. And I just don't think that's the way to go about it, to be honest. But yeah, it's kind of my take on it.
At the end of the day, he works for a private organization, right? So, like, whether we agree or disagree with the things he said, that's an entirely different debate. But what cannot be debated is the Bulls and the NBA have every right to let him go, right? So that's, you are an employee of the NBA under the Chicago Bulls umbrella and you represent them at all times regardless if you're on an off day in the off season, whatever the case may be. Like, if you and I, if we worked for Oracle or Dell or Amazon or any company and we had on that shirt and we went out in public and just went to town on somebody, we were Karens and we just like, or we're being racist to somebody, or just saying in all the inappropriate things. In the world of social media, you know, somebody could take our picture and be like, "This dude works for this person. Here's his LinkedIn," and then I would be fired, man. I would be fired, right? So that because you're conducting yourselves and you're representing that company at all times. It doesn't matter. It's not a 9 to 5 gig, right? You're not only employed by them, during game time or practices. You're always working for them. Um, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, again, whether you agree or disagree with what he said, that's a completely different topic. But I think it is irrelevant because I mean, I do think there's a time and a place, right? And um, yeah, if you have those kind of beliefs, there has to be like you have to know when to say, when to share those beliefs with other people that agree with you, right? I don't know that just spewing that out in public. on a of Instagram of all places, is the right form. So I mean, definitely not surprised. Also, it should be noted too that I know everybody's just looking at his firing. He's been with the team since February in a trade. He's only played 4 games. This guy was, a deep bench player, right? So this cut that the Bulls made was not a hard one for them to make. So that is should be noted because that does make a difference. Um, if it was somebody else that said this, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe they still would be on the team. I don't know. But this just was not a hard decision for the Bulls to make. Um, yeah, so here we are, and I mean, yeah, I just don't know if what if he's going to have any more opportunities in the NBA.
Great point you just made there. Let me throw something at you. Let me ask you this. Yeah, I'd say he could have said it different. I think, yeah, I think me being God-fearing, I am religious. I don't think I would talk to people. I just personally wouldn't say anything like that to someone blatantly. I just feel like that's just like really punching down, kind of in a way. But let me ask you this: you did mention something about him being a bench player. Easy, that's an easy cut for sure. Completely agree with you, 100%. Now, let's say let's say SGA is caught saying this.
What
What do you
happens?
think? What do
Yeah,
you
man.
think?
Like any
Yeah.
all-star, right? Like Anthony Edwards, anybody like that.
Yeah, SGA or Anthony Edwards says this. Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you think?
man.
I'd say more so SGA because Anthony Edwards, I feel like they'd try to make an example out of him.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, dude. I mean, unfortunately, I think unfortunately or unfortunately, mostly for Jaden Ivey, I think SGA would still be on the team. I
Yeah.
think, I think he's suspended or he's removed from the team like for a certain period of time, and then I think he has to issue an apology. And assuming he does that, I think he's back in the game, and everything is forgotten.
One
Um,
video apology and maybe a couple games is what I
Yep.
think you would
Yep.
get.
Yeah, and then maybe
Like
like a
10
fine,
max.
but
Yeah, and a
what's a
fine.
fine to, a $40 million player? Uh,
Yep.
so,
Yeah. Yeah. He
it's
should know better though. Yeah, if you're not even playing, my guy, come on, dog. You shouldn't make a video like that. Like that's like yeah, a bench guy like showing up late to practice every day. Like, bro, you do something like that, you know you're not gonna be on the team for much longer. It's the same thing.
it
It's like
reminded
you're
me, it's certainly not the same thing, but it reminded me like a few years back, I think maybe pre-COVID, the Rams were on Hard Knocks, the LA Rams, and during training camp, one of these rookies or one of these undrafted rookies, he brought a girl to his dorm room when he wasn't supposed to, and he got caught. And then they had that interview with him where he was talking about, he's like, man, I messed up. She was just bringing something, tried to spill his piece, and they cut him on the spot. Dude, like you're an undrafted player. Like you are fighting to make that last roster spot. Um, now,
yeah.
if it was somebody that was, at that time, I don't know, like, just a seasoned vet or somebody that was a shoe-in to be a starter, would they have been cut? No, they wouldn't have been cut. But dude, you're low-hanging fruit. You don't want to give your team any reason to let you go. Like you have to like when he did that, knowing his status, Jaden Ivey, it truly made me feel like he didn't care if he was on the team or not, or if he didn't care like he did like that was just not his priority, which is fine if it's not your priority, but just don't I guess maybe just don't be surprised that you got cut.
Right, right. Yeah, man, he could just be yeah in a bad spot. Definitely doesn't care. Yeah, if you're talking like that, definitely doesn't care about his current situation or where he's trying to be basketball wise. If he's that open to be talking about it, but I mean, if he is going through it, hopefully he's cool. Because
Yeah, I think
man,
I saw something that he was going through some like mental health issues, and maybe that
yeah,
could be related. I don't know.
yeah,
But
it's crazy. It's
crazy,
crazy.
man. Crazy, crazy. I guess it's a good thing the Bulls only have like 6 more games this season and they're done because they're not
I
touching
know.
the playoffs. And this will be a
Wrap it up.
non-story going into next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So.
being
Yeah.
forgotten. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be all, yeah, all forgotten. All
Yeah.
forgotten. Moving on to more basketball in the college world. We're at the Final Four, man. Final Four, here we are. My bracket does not look good. I got one Final Four team correct in both my brackets. It's Arizona, Michigan, Illinois, Connecticut. Uh, I mean, obviously some really good teams. Um, that I mean, clearly they've played the best ball this entire March Madness. Tell me, man, what predictions you got? Who do you think is gonna make it out of it?
Oh man. So I had picked Arizona. I had picked Arizona. So I think they'll still pull it off, but Michigan's been looking tough, man. They've been looking real tough. So
They whooped up on Tennessee.
whooped. Tennessee was, yeah, it was up 30 on them for probably like 15 minutes of the game. Like it was embarrassing. Yeah, it's Michigan's looking strong. They're going to have a lot of momentum, but I think when you beat people like that, you might also take your foot off the gas pedal a little bit. So maybe, Arizona's going to get to that final game. I do think, dude, that UConn and Duke game was completely insane. I caught the end of that. Um, I didn't just catch the end. I was watching it like on and off. I had it playing on the TV. Just wasn't paying a ton of attention. Locked in the last couple minutes, dude. UConn came back. Man, when they turned it over and he passed that ball to damn near half court, dude shot it. I'd noticed, the defender didn't put his hand up at all. He just kind of let him shoot it, just free shot. I was like, bro, he's gonna knock this down. Made it. I was like, dude, that's insane. It might have been the only lead they had in the entire game too, is when they took it at the very end.
They were down like
Um,
19 at one point, I think, right?
yeah, dude, wasn't they were getting beat the whole game? Yeah, losing the whole game. Ended up pulling it off. Uh, and then yeah, and then Illinois. Yeah, I mean they look good too. I didn't watch as many of their games, but I think UConn took out the monster of Duke. I think they're probably hot. I'd say I think it's going to be UConn, Arizona. I'm still going with my Arizona pick. Uh, and then I got Arizona winning probably. But that might change after this week, of course. So
Those are
we'll
some, I mean,
revisit.
this Final Four is, there's some solid blue bloods of college basketball.
Yeah.
So and with no Duke or North Carolina in it, or Kansas, like those are still some good ones, man. Illinois, I know Illinois,
Yeah.
it's been a little while since they've been hot and they've gone this far, but like I mean, they're still known as a college, like a basketball school. Uh,
Right.
and so, Darren Williams, alma mater, shout out Darren Williams.
Shout
Uh,
out.
but yeah, I mean, Illinois definitely surprising to me. I mean, mostly because I didn't watch a lot of Big Ten ball this year. But the
Yeah.
Big Ten as a whole, they put on a really good showing in this tournament. And like Iowa beat Florida. That's crazy.
That is great.
And then yeah, Iowa went all the way to the Elite Eight against Illinois. Illinois beat Houston. Houston was my pick to win that region.
Yeah.
And then Illinois beat them in the game was in Houston. So even more crazy.
Yeah.
And then I thought the hardest region overall was the one UConn came out of beating Duke. Like you said, right? They beat the monster because UConn also had to go through Michigan State, which Michigan State was rolling, which is another Big Ten team. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, man, that region was loaded. Michigan and Arizona more or less dominated their regions. Michigan beat Purdue pretty handily in the Elite Eight. I'm sorry, Arizona beat Purdue, and then Michigan just beat the brakes off Tennessee in the Elite Eight. So I mean, yeah, I think I'm not going to say that Michigan and Arizona haven't necessarily been challenged. I think they've just kind of they've they've beat their competition pretty handily, but that's going to be a good game. But I think, I mean, man, I just based on their competition to this point and how they've played, I feel like I would give UConn the edge here overall. Um, yeah, between Arizona and Michigan, dude, I do not know who's gonna win. Um,
It's a toss up.
it is a toss-up, man. That's gonna be a great game. It is a toss-up. I don't know who's
Yeah.
gonna win. Um, I'm gonna just say Michigan just to differ from you because you said Arizona. Um, Coin flip, dude. I don't know. Coin flip.
Yeah.
I'm slightly more confident that UConn will beat Illinois, but Illinois has surprised me this entire way. Um,
Dude,
so
that UConn coach meme, you've been seeing that?
no, which one?
Oh, bro, of him like headbutting the
I've
official.
seen him head by him head, which that's crazy that that would even
That is
happen.
crazy work. Yeah. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, he got so hyped. I was hyped too. I was in here yelling. I was like, ah. Yeah, it was cool though. It was a good time. It was a fun game. It was a real fun ending.
Dude, great game.
Yeah.
Great tournament overall. How do you, so real quick, I know there are people out there super bummed for the second straight year. There hasn't been any mid majors in the Sweet 16. Does that mean anything to you? Do you care? Do you not care? Do you think it's a trend or is it just a coincidence?
I think probably just a coincidence, you know. I think that then again, you know,
I
then
think
again,
that
you got
NIL
players.
kind of has played into this, why they're
That's
not.
what I was just about to say. You got these college kids going to schools making a couple million. So I think that that has a lot to do with it too. Not only like I was gonna say there's always been like a good disbursement of like talent and there's always teams that can, you know, surprise you in these tournament games, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say with all the money being thrown around. I'd say maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe we get one next year. I think we got to give it maybe a couple more years. That's what I
Okay.
would say.
Do
Yeah.
you what constitutes a Cinderella for you? Is it like strictly mid majors or is it teams that are lower seeded?
Man, dude, that's a great question. I wouldn't even say I would even say just low seeds. Like
So
I
I
think
guess my the real question I'm getting at
like what
UT
seed? Uh-huh.
UT was an 11 seed this year, made it to the Sweet 16, lost basically at the buzzer.
That would have been one for sure.
Is that considered a Cinderella?
1000%. Because yeah, they were in a they were in playing games. Yeah,
Yes, they were.
absolutely. Yeah, they that's absolutely a Cinderella. Iowa, I think, was borderline Cinderella. They were number nine.
Okay, okay.
So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that was borderline. Um, but dude, I think yeah, anything 10 and up for sure, for sure.
Regardless
Because
of conference.
eh, yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so because you have to take some L's. You got to take a good amount of L's because I mean they'll still. I feel like they still seed. Well, no, they're in regions. They're not going to seed based on like matchups. But I mean, yeah, you gotta still take multiple L's. That's how it is. You get some wins. I think, yeah, regardless of conference. Yeah, because I mean, when has there ever been like a North Carolina or Duke team that's ranked number 10 that's went through and won?
So
I wonder.
funny you should ask. There was, I want to say early 2010s. I know somebody will correct us here. Kentucky and UConn made it to the Final Four, and UConn was like a 8 or 9 seed.
Okay,
Or they made it to the championship game.
right.
And I think UConn won it that year as like a 8 or 9 seed.
Is it 14 or was it you said earlier than that?
Maybe,
2014?
maybe that sounds right,
Yeah.
right? I think Kevin Ollie was
Mm-hmm.
the coach that year.
Because I mean, Texas took out Gonzaga. They took out BYU. Like if they would have kept going all the way, hell yeah, that would have
So
been
they took
Cinderella
out
easy.
BYU, who has a top two NBA draft pick on the team.
Mm-hmm.
They took out Gonzaga, who's even this is where this whole Cinderella being mid-major only, like some people's take. Okay, say, okay, well then what do you
Yeah.
call Gonzaga?
Right.
Because Gonzaga is kind of like a bit of a blue blood in college basketball. Um, but they took out Gonzaga, and again, right, they basically lost at the buzzer to Purdue, which Purdue's a blue blood in college basketball.
It's just part of the game, honestly. It's part of basketball. That's just where upsets are. I think football is definitely a lot easier to. It's a lot more physical. Like if you're just you got a line that's 6'8" up against a D line that's 5'11", you're gonna run right through them. You guys are gonna win 60-0. That's what you see in NCAA football. I think this stuff. I think it's a little bit more of a level playing field when you're playing basketball. Team can be hot one night, hit a bunch of threes. They can get hot for a month and play real well together. So I think I don't think there's that big of a talent gap, but you never know. Like we were talking about with the NIL stuff, but we'll see. We'll see in the next couple of years, I think.
Yeah. All right, man. All right, we'll wait. We'll see it out. Final Four will be a good one though. That's this weekend. That'll for sure
Hell
be
yeah.
Switching the holes, doing a curveball in sports. You see what I did there? Let's talk some baseball, man. Let's talk some baseball. I know we talked about the ABS system a few episodes ago in spring training. We're in the first week, I think, now in the MLB season. ABS system is full in, and dude, people are loving it. People are loving it, no hesitation. As of today, the current results are the ABS has successfully overturned 54% of challenge calls. That's 155 overturns out of 286 challenges. That's, I think it's a good thing. It holds the umpires to a higher standard. Um, I'm surprised how well it's doing so fast. My concern is that these fans are kind of gonna go crazy on these umpires as in a fanatical way and start like throwing their drinks on them or something, you know. Because they're holding their feet to the fire in front of everybody now, right? Like they're challenging calls in front of them, and you can easily point to them and say, "Hey, you're wrong." Look, and so I don't know, man. It's a little dangerous to be an umpire right now, but the ABS system is working.
Yeah, dude, and also on top of that, you like you were just saying, fans getting pissed, throwing bottles on the field definitely could happen. Heated. But anyways, I saw also, dude, um, like games are ending with reviews, like a review that ended in a strike three for the Orioles Texan or not Texans, the Rangers game earlier. Sure, fans were super pissed. It's like, dude, a game is just going to end in like a pitch review. Like that's a little weird. And then I
I didn't
also
even see
saw,
that. That's crazy.
yeah, dude. And then also, earlier the bases were loaded when the Royals were playing the Twins, and like they did a review on a pitch for a ball four, and it was a review for a ball four, like a walk-in RBI. Um, so like
Mm.
yeah, stuff like that. I could see him getting a little heated, but a ball is a ball, a strike's a strike, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? If
it's
someone's
not subjective, right? Like
right,
it's black or white. There is no
it
gray.
is. With this, it is. So that makes it pretty cool. That part of it's pretty cool. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, you got to play within the lines of the game. So, you know, you got to go by it. You got to live and die by it. If you're going to review that, if you're going to implement that system, then we're going to have a perfect game. Essentially, we're going to get a lot closer. They're going
Yeah.
to keep getting a lot closer. Yeah.
I saw a thing at the Reds game earlier this week. Um well, one of the batters, he challenged a pitch. He challenged back-to-back pitches and he was correct on both of them. And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, you could see that like I think you could visually see that umpire just like kind of like roll his eyes through his mask. He's like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dude, like it's only gonna get worse for him, right? Like it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, the umpire, I'm not going to say it's a thankless job, but like nobody ever says, "Oh, thank you, umpire. You did a great job this time." Like that's not going to happen. And so
Yeah.
it's a it's it's a hairy position to be in, man. It's a hairy position to be in, but
Yeah.
it's black
Yeah.
or white, like you said.
Right, dude. And I wish I could talk to like someone that's played baseball since like they were a little kid. Cause like you said, that's like, I wonder if that's just like a natural element to baseball that they feel, you know, that like you're saying that it's like, dude, they're never perfect. They mess up all the time, every game, multiple times a game on balls and strikes. They're just looking over the damn guy's shoulder. So it's like, are you literally taking like an entire element out of the game? Does it feel like you're just at a like damn near at the batter's box or whatever they call it? Or not the batter's box. Well, cage, batting cages. That's what I was gonna say. Are you like? Does it feel like you're at the batting cages? You know, when you're in a game now, where it's like, you know, everything's automated. You're just gonna stand there and be cool. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think also you can have fans complaining about like complaining that there are umpires still. It's
Mhm.
like, dude, why the hell is he back there like messing up the game? He's missing calls. We have to keep reviewing these pitches, and it's like, dude, he's not that accurate. Like they could start wanting to remove him now. So yeah, his job's in danger.
So there's a I'm okay, that's all good points. There's a pitcher, Chris Sale. He's a pitcher. He's won the Cy Young Award before. Like he's a notable pitcher. He's been in the league for a bit. He said recently in an interview, as a pitcher, as somebody that has won MVP as a pitcher, that he would never challenge a call because he said that he's never had to do that ever growing up. He's never been responsible for calling balls and strikes as a pitcher, so why would he start now? Like he understands calls will be missed, and he said that's part of the game, and he just like he's and now that that's out there, he just said that he would never do it because that's not what he's used to. And so I don't know if there's going to be some like old heads that adopt that same mentality, but or just any pitcher or catcher that will adopt that same mentality, or any even a batter. I don't know.
Right.
Because maybe as a player, it's not their responsibility to call balls and strikes. Um, but
Right.
that's a very interesting take, and I wonder who else agrees with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we're gonna hear a lot more, dude. Because yeah, like you said, we're only what? We're like 3 games in.
A
So,
weekend,
dude,
bro. We have
yeah,
a whole ass summer to go.
right. Let's give it. Yeah, let's give it a couple months. They get to their All-Star break or whatever. Yeah, let's see how fans are reacting to it still then, because there's already been a lot of crazy stuff going on with a lot of the reviews. Um, they're often in a hurry. So
Yeah,
yeah, but they've been good. Like I said, they've been accurate, so that's good.
which is crazy. Like we are only a weekend, and there's already been 286 challenges.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah,
Dude, by the end of the season, 10, 100, I don't know, 10, 50, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 plus challenges. Who knows, man?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. It's crazy. They're gonna
man,
keep it coming.
I'm excited, dude. That's the sports world. What do we got in pop culture or news? Anything we miss out there?
What we got? What we got? What we got? So what I want to do here, we actually did have maybe breaking news, maybe spoiler territory. Warning, warning, warning.
Okay, so
Avengers
we got to throw out
Doomsday.
the spoiler. The spoiler.
Yeah,
Okay.
little spoiler warning. Now this is the first leaked photo that I've seen that I've thought that I think might be real. Take
Okay.
it, crop it, throw it in like a Grok, Chat GPT, whatever.
Yeah.
Ask it if it's AI generated, and it's going to say no because I've already done it. But what I'm going to do, um, you have not seen this picture yet, right?
I have no idea what you're talking about. So no.
Okay, okay. So yeah, I want to get your reaction. We're gonna throw it up on the screen here because these are the famous Marvel Chair Watch happened. These characters were not named. So
Oh, okay.
and we'll
All right, let's
see
see
what we
here.
got.
Oh, woof. You think this is real?
So if you put that in there, yeah, I don't know, dude. I threw it like I said, I threw it in a couple different places and it said it was not altered.
I heard rumors of them being in Secret Wars, not
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Yeah. So they haven't shot Secret Wars yet.
They start filming that like in a month.
Yeah, yeah, that's coming soon. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I saw. Don't know if it's real. I'd say if it is real, that's pretty damn cool. I think if you throw that in a trailer with Deadpool and Wolverine making 1 billion as a rated R movie, I think if you throw that in a trailer, Doomsday might break the record and get that 3 billion. I think they're gonna make crazy money. There's gonna be people going to see this movie 5, 6 times. So I
Yeah, they
think,
said Doomsday is the projections of them are clearing a billion easy without IMAX.
yeah, and that's unheard of. That's never been done.
Yeah.
Never been close to done.
So what's the record right now? 2 point what?
So I think it's like 2.8 or 2.9. Let me see. And it has to be global, not domestic. So um it's either Avatar or it's in-game.
I think it's Avatar. I think it's
Yeah, I'm
Avatar
pretty sure it's
because
Avatar.
after Endgame they re-released Avatar in theaters.
Yeah, so Avatar's at 2.9, in-game's at 2.79. So I think it's gonna be up there. I mean Infinity War's over 2 billion. I think this is there's I think there's no chance this doesn't make 2 billion.
Mhm.
I think unless it's
Agreed.
like completely horrible, like it's like shit, and there's no way it's gonna be that bad. With everybody that's in it, I don't think there's any way it's gonna be that
Plus the
bad.
directors, yeah.
Yeah. I don't see that being possible, but dude, it's exciting.
I
It's
will say,
exciting.
I also think Spider-Man will clear a bill easy.
Yeah, so
And I
great
mean,
call.
I think whether, I mean, even though Spider-Man is not fully an MCU product, it's like a lot of it's Sony. And Sony, I think, still controls the marketing. Um, I think how well Doomsday is or does is going to be a little based on how well Spider-Man does. Um, but I think Spider-Man is going to be great. Spider-Man is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will too. Like No Way Home made 1.9. They didn't even show it in China because of the Statue of Liberty
Yep.
scene,
Yeah.
which would have made like another billion there, maybe. Would have made crazy. Like, I mean, it's you basically make the same amount. I wouldn't say the same, damn near the same there as you do here if you're releasing a movie like that, like a
Minimum, you're
comic
at
book type movie.
2.5 with China.
Yeah. Oh, they love the Avatar movies overseas. Like they're really big, China, Europe. But yeah, dude, I think Brand New Day. You got the Hulk, you got the Punisher in there. We got Jean Grey in there. Like, yeah, that's gonna make crazy money,
Jean
I
Grey,
think.
question mark. We don't know yet, but
Question mark. Yeah, I think it's her. Yeah, I think it's her. Yeah,
that we
yeah.
know of, right? There could still be
Right.
so many more people that we don't know.
Dude, yeah. Could have Daredevil in there. We never know. We're
I'm
watching
almost
that.
certain it's going to have Daredevil. I feel like
Yeah.
there's no reason that he would not be in there, considering he was in No Way Home.
That's how I'm feeling. That's exactly how I'm feeling. I'm like, it'd be kind of weird if he wasn't. To be
Yeah,
with Punisher in
exactly.
there, it'd be kind of weird if he wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't unless like there's already a season 3 of Born Again, right? Unless he dies in season 2. I think
No,
there's
they're filming season three.
right. Okay. So yeah, I don't yeah. He's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in it. Yeah, dude. But crazy,
You got me
crazy
hyped up
stuff.
on all these Marvel movies. Can't do nothing about it till at least the end of July.
It's gonna
Uh,
be a while. We got CinemaCon next month. There's rumors that there's gonna be a Doomsday trailer shown or a little scene, so maybe some more people will be talking about it. We'll get some more news then. But
when is D23, the Disney one? That's in like August, I think, right?
yeah, I think that's more summertime. That they're gonna definitely show a lot there.
I bet you. I bet you that one's going to be very Doomsday heavy at that one.
Yeah. We're gonna have San Diego Comic-Con in July. I think that's when the first trailer is gonna drop around then, maybe. Um, and then because that's around when Spider-Man comes out. I think it's probably going to drop maybe a week before Spider-Man, and it's going to play in front of Spider-Man. That's when I think the first official trailer is going to drop. Supergirl, we got that new trailer. Did you watch that one?
I sure did.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. What'd you
Yep.
think?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. Obviously, we saw more of Jason Momoa's character there, Lobo, in the
Yeah.
trailer. Um, yeah, it was good. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, what did you think?
I liked it too. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot more than the first one, actually. I think we got a lot more from this one. I really I like all space stuff. I'm a big sci-fi guy. So like, yeah, if you're out in space, I'm cool with it. I saw people complaining about too much like Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know what too much of that is. So those three movies were great to me. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
the hell you're talking about.
there wasn't a bad
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so like that's like a good
Right.
thing to say.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So yeah, awesome. In different director, it's not James Gunn. We got a lot more of Lobo, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fun in the movie. Cool that we saw Superman on like a little FaceTime call
Yep.
with her
Yep.
or video call with her. So we'll get a little bit of Superman. I'm interested to see where it ends. That's what I'm really excited for because I know the comic story. I don't know how close they're gonna follow it. It seems like they're gonna follow it pretty close. But where it ends, see, I'm pretty sure Lobo's not in the comic story unless I'm remembering it wrong. So I think they're maybe going to tie this. Do they tie this with Green Lantern? Because they moved Green Lantern. It was supposed to come out in the spring, and then they moved it behind this movie. So I wonder if it has ties with that. Maybe they added a little something so they cross paths towards in there. I don't know.
Well, you
But
got to think. whether it ends this way or there's an end credit scene, it's going to lead into Man of Tomorrow,
Right.
in some fashion. I imagine there's also some reference, if not an actual role or cameo of Green Lantern, one of the Green Lanterns in it. Because that guy's gonna be he's gonna be in Man of Tomorrow. That was confirmed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but I surely there's some sort of like stepping stone into that movie.
Yeah, man, and they're gonna start shooting that really soon too, because that should be like summer next year. They're gonna start shooting that this summer. So,
Yeah, and then we'll see a
dude,
lot more pictures.
we're gonna see a lot of pictures of that. Also, Robert Pattinson said he starts on the Batman 2 next month. Said the script was great. I cannot wait for that movie, dude. That first one was incredible. Like Matt Reeves is crazy with it. Like Penguin, super dope. Those movies are fun to go back and watch. Like I've watched it so many times.
So excited for that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go into town on those Batman stories. Love that.
Yeah.
One trailer I recently saw, and my son actually got me hooked on this. Um, Separate from all this superhero stuff is the movie Backrooms. Have you seen that trailer?
Ooh, I did. Looks very good.
Dude,
I'm like, what is,
Backrooms. Go see it. It's
yeah.
oh wait, so okay. So my son was describing what Backrooms is as a whole, right? Not just the
Hmm.
movie, but like what actual like the backroom
What
like
is it, bro? Yeah. Yeah.
so do you know how to describe it?
I don't know what it is at all. The trailer was like very, very good. Like I was very interested. I want to see it. I had no idea what it was before. I don't know what backrooms are at all. Like I
Okay,
have no
so
idea.
backrooms are because seemingly, at least according to my son, who doesn't really he knows what the first video on TikTok tells him. Backrooms is apparently based off of like a short film or like a short story. But and that short story is just based off of like what backrooms. So backrooms are think of like a mall, right? You go to a mall, but that's like a mall that's on the verge of closing down, and how like there's
Hmm.
very little stores left in it. Like there's only a handful of stores, and they're all spread out.
Hmm.
Think of a mall that's like basically abandoned, and you just have all this empty space, and it kind of goes on endlessly. That's Backrooms. Now, like it's like a vibe, right? It's like Dream Core or Hope Core. It's like it's that's what it is with Backrooms, and it just goes on and on. And apparently, like in these stories, like it becomes a maze, and you get lost in the maze, and then obviously there's demons in these back rooms.
Mm.
But the initial view is like it's supposed to get give you chills, like it's just a wide open space, and like there's like a couple of like dim lights through it, and it's like you
Yeah.
can kind of see through it, but it's like even though it's like wide open and there's nothing there, it's still like a little eerie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's what it's supposed to be, and that's where the movie is basically originated from.
Dude, the trailer was insanely eerie. Yeah, it was just yeah, it was very creepy. I was like, dude, you also got to see a little bit of like flashes of what they're like running into, which I thought was cool for like an early trailer because they did show a few things, like of people like getting claustrophobia, like getting tight in the walls, like they're running away from something. You saw a few flashes of like figures in the dark, so I thought that was cool. Yeah, I saw the lady just walk straight through the damn wall, like
Yeah,
into the back
that's a
room.
thing. And my son told me too. He was like, I forgot what it's called. It's called something. And in
Uh-huh.
the story, what he told me was when they do that, they basically like their body just like shatters or like they die, like when they walk through the wall, or they get like sucked in immediately. So I
Oh,
don't know.
for
He
real.
was like, they got that wrong in the trailer, and I was like, well,
Hmm.
maybe it was just in the trailer. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does happen in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but
yeah. That
that was
happened.
pretty interesting that he knew that he caught that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but
yeah, man. I'm excited for it though. I had no idea that movie was coming out. Yeah, I did catch that trailer. I saw other people talking about it, and yeah, dude, I'm hyped for that one too. That when was it? When was it coming out?
in like I think May or June.
Yeah, a couple
It's an
months. Yeah,
A24 movie, dude. It's
they make some good stuff.
they make some bangers.
Oh, you know what else I heard about the movie? Guess how old the director is?
How old?
He's 20 years old. 20. 20.
For Backrooms?
Yep.
Are you
20.
serious?
Yeah.
Dude, let
Two
me look
zero.
this up.
Yeah, bro. Kane Parsons.
May 29th it comes out. Kane Parsons,
My man
born
was born in
2005.
2005. Maybe
Bro,
he's turned 20.
what?
No, yeah, he'll turn 21 in June. So yeah.
He's a YouTuber known for his short films. He has made films based on the Backrooms.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
bro.
is wild. 20 years.
Yeah, man. Man's made he made some videos on YouTube and A24 called him up. He's directing an A24 movie now. How cool would that be?
Bro,
That'd be
that's
so wild.
yeah, he made some films on Backrooms and this came out in 2022. Dude, he was a kid when he did that. That's crazy.
That yeah, it is wild.
Dude, well, good for him, man.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so he'll be doing well. Have I seen any other trailers? Are you like a big I was never into like He-Man like that. It was never really my thing. I saw the Masters of the Universe trailer. The first trailer, I was like, this is some Love and Thunder stuff, dude. I can't waste my time. This last trailer that came out though, completely different vibe. I thought it was a way better trailer.
It gives off
It
like Dungeons and Dragons vibes, if anything.
yeah,
Um, I feel like it might be as good as Dungeons and Dragons, which I didn't hate that movie. I thought it was fine.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It was fun. Entertaining.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know we had talked about this before. I just feel like Masters of the Universe, like that was something from the 80s, I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so like it's like who's your demographic when you're bringing something like that back up? Like is it from people from
yeah,
like that watched it in the 80s or is it like, kids and 20-year-old, 30-year-olds now which weren't necessarily, watching that stuff that was not in their wheelhouse in the 80s.
yeah,
Or they
yeah.
weren't even around rather. So I
Right.
don't know. It's weird. It's going to be hard to tell who their demographic is, and I'm not really sure how well it's going to do in the box office.
Yeah, I'd be scared for him because, like you said, I don't. I don't know many people that followed He-Man in general, and definitely younger people aren't going to know who the hell He-Man is. Comic books haven't been doing that well lately, and I think like it's not really like comic book world, but kind of. It's like sci-fi action movie. You have a hero to it. So similar world, similar audience, and that's been lacking too. So I think they might not do well, especially if the reviews are bad. Oh, dude, I hope they didn't. That's another thing I was going to say. I hope they didn't spend a lot of money on this. So, hopefully they can just make a couple 100 million and that'll be good enough for them, but probably not. They're probably going to have to make a decent amount,
That's
which is,
really true, man. That's really true. I
yeah.
could probably look that up real quick. I know one thing that some people saw that immediately turned them off was that Jared Leto's in the movie. Now, in
Yeah.
fairness, he's just a voice, but some people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's part of the project." No thanks.
Oh, dude, his batting average is fucking zero with comic book
So I was
movies,
like,
dude. Yeah.
okay. I mean, not
Zero. Yeah. My man's,
not the best, not the best.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't find how much they spent on this.
Were you a fan of his Joker from that Suicide Squad movie? Or you thought it was
No,
I
no,
wasn't either. Yeah, I didn't
no,
really like it either.
wasn't good. Wasn't good. Yeah,
Morbius.
Morbius wasn't terrible. Morbius wasn't bad. Yeah, Morbius wasn't. I didn't think it was that bad. You didn't like it?
I thought the story was I didn't like the story. I thought the action of it was like top tier. I thought the action was cool as hell. The way they were like flashing and moving at lightning speed, teleporting. They had like the smoke behind them when they were fighting. They were moving crazy fast. I love those scenes. I also thought like when he was cutting people's throats and stuff and they're holding their neck and there's no blood. I think that's a little strange. I mean, I get you got to be PG-13, but come on now. Um, but no, I don't think it was terrible. I think I liked, now would I put it over like Craven? I think I dislike Craven more. I think that story was worse. There are a few things in that movie that was just unwatchable. And then I really liked just the first Venom movie. I even think the last two Venom movies I didn't really like that much.
I The first one was great. I thought the second one was mid. I thought the third one was a little bit better than the second one.
Really, yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely dropped off on the second.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that second one disappointed me so much. I was so excited for Carnage and he was just
Yeah,
a
man.
goofy fuck. Yeah.
And yeah, you had that post-credit scene on the first one that led to Carnage, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
It looks so cool. Yeah.
kind of
And
fun.
then dude, most of the movies about him loving some random ass character. It's like, dude, we didn't want to see this movie for that. What is this, bro? For real. Like,
It definitely
dude.
became more, especially in the second and third one, more comedy and like
Yeah.
more just the comedy banter between Venom and then Eddie Brock.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he's like dancing and stuff at
Yeah.
discos and yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But dude, I mean, we don't. Is it? Do you think are we past the opportunity of him being against Spider-Man, having a scene with Spider-Man?
Dude, I think so, man. Like they've asked him a few times. I think he's past it, dude. Which sucks because he's a cool ass Eddie Brock, Venom. I think he's past it though, bro. I think he's done. I think that I think we'll get Venom back in I'd say the Spider-Man movie after Brand New Day. I think we're gonna get Venom. Because Venom's gonna, I think, or not Toby. I think Tom Holland Spider-Man, or if Tom Holland, I don't know what his movie deal was. I'm hearing that he wants out as Spider-Man. I hear that people say that, like he's kind of.
Didn't he sign on for another trilogy?
That's what I thought. I thought, or it was three movies, so it might just be.
I had read the last I read, and it might be outdated. Last I read
Mhm.
was that after No Way Home, he signed on for a new trilogy.
Yeah, yeah. Is that, yeah, I wonder if it's like I said, I wonder if it's trilogy of like movies in general or like his own trilogy. Um, yeah, I have to look it up, but I say I say he'll get his Venom suit, his black suit in Secret Wars. That's what happens in like in the OG Secret Wars comic story. You're correct. He signed for a second trilogy and at least three additional MCU appearances. So that includes Doomsday. So he'll be in two more after that with the, yeah, this new trilogy. So damn. So he'll be around for a while. He's gonna get Venom though in his movie after Secret Wars, and it's gonna be a pretty, hopefully it's a badass one. Hopefully we get a Carnage right too. I wonder if Sony will let them try to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dang. Too much
But
to look
yeah,
forward to, man. Too much to look
exciting
forward to.
stuff.
Exciting stuff, man. Exciting stuff. Um, Dang, dude. All right. Well, we can call that one a wrap, man. Wrap on
Hell yeah.
episode 13. We're officially a teen. Go buy some lottery tickets. Actually, I don't even think you can buy them at 13. I don't know. Probably made that up.
Yeah.
But
Can't even get scratchers. That's crazy.
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can't even gamble at 13. That's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but man, episode 13 in the books. Follow us, like, subscribe, notification bell, Dudes and Friends podcast, Instagram and TikTok, YouTube. Check us out. Tell all your friends. And man, yeah, that's kicking it with that boy Brandon. I'm Ruben, and we'll catch you guys on episode 14.
Yes, yeah.